Here being joined by our buddy Sheree Clark is here because it is time for Fork in the Road.
Yay!
And you know, different times throughout the year, people do countdowns for everything. You have kids do the countdowns of how many days before Christmas, and birthdays are another thing.
Yes.
Kids do countdown for football fans when the football season starts up again. Knoxville Nationals. When's Knoxville Nationals going to happen? August 10th, 11th, 12th. Just so you know. Okay, so August is when that happens. But healthy living expert Sheree Clark has a different kind of holy grail, time in the sun. What is this all about?
It's approximately 15 days and 21 hours until the farmer's market opens.
Amen. I'm right there with you,
Okay.
Sheree. I cannot wait for the farmer's market. It's one of my favorite things during the summer. And you can see the countdown right there
Yes.
live. We're counting down those seconds.
I rounded down, so it's 15 hours, 15 days, 21 hours, 47. You get it. It's coming.
It's getting close.
And I'm so excited. And here's the thing. If you're going to have a good experience at the farmer's market, it really helps you to be prepared. It's just like anything else. Christmas is a good experience because you did the shopping in advance, or you planned your meals, or you did all those things. This is Christmas for people like me. So I'm planning. So you need to plan too. So let me give you some advice.
All right.
First of all, the big leagues is the Saturday morning farmers market in downtown Des Moines, but it's not the only game in town. So if you want a warm-up act, check out some of the other smaller farmers markets.
Right.
Some people are intimidated by farmers markets. They've never been to one, or they don't know what to do, or they're thinking to themselves, this isn't my gig.
All right.
So
Which are some of the ones that you suggested?
A larger one that is kind of a fun, festive atmosphere is Valley Junction on Thursday nights.
Heard about that one.
Mhm. It's got a lot of good music. I live in Beaverdale. We have one on Tuesday nights. It's a smaller. It's in the Bozen Field next to Bozen the Florist. I really like that one because it's more contained. It's
So I
really
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a great one, and you can bring kids to that, and you can see them wherever they go. Unlike the downtown one where you kind of have to keep them in your line of sight, or they can go off around a corner.
Right.
It's a small contained area. There are some almost every night of the week in any community. So you just Google farmers markets. So go to the little ones, check it out, see
And practice.
and practice, because the big leagues is Saturday. And the reason I say that is because some people can get overwhelmed. So here's what you do. The night before the farmers market, which would be Friday night, go to bed early, because you're going to set your alarm so that you can be there at 7 when it opens. Now, I know that sounds crazy. It's Saturday morning, but here's why. Number one, the produce selection is the best, and you know that reigns king with me. But number two, if you're frustrated by slow-moving vehicles like strollers and dogs and those kinds of things, which I think is part of the festivities, but not if it's blocking me from the best tomato.
Yeah, that's in my way.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So go early, and then you'll have this leisurely time, and then you'll enjoy it more. Okay. The other thing is to come to the market prepared. You'll see. Today, if there was a market, I would bring this. Bring an umbrella. Even if it may not rain, keep it in your car so you've got it. Sunglasses. Dress in layers. It's 7 o'clock in the morning in May. It's going to be cooler than it's going to be at 9:30 if you're still down there, and you're going to want to be able to peel off some layers. Wear flat, comfortable shoes. Girls, don't go for cute. This is like you're traveling. You're going to be putting on some miles, so be able to do that.
This is combat.
Exactly, exactly. And in some of those smaller markets, you're not even on a level playing field, literally, because it's like in the Bozen Field, there's divots. So you're going to want to be able to walk around, and stilettos don't work out there.
Got it.
So come prepared in that way. The other thing I do is I bring something like to carry my produce in. So you can see over here.
As I say, that's the biggest thing I forget.
That's your
I run
carrier.
out the
That
door,
is-
and then I'm like, how am I going to carry
Right,
everything?
and if it's watermelon season and you buy a 15-pounder or first thing at the booth,
That's a handy little cart there, isn't it?
That is a
I
handy
love
cart.
this thing. It's awesome. But the other thing that you can do if you wanted to have something more portable is this. This is an insulated bag. And I've had this one for years. So the good thing about the insulated bag is it keeps things cool, particularly if you put
The gel packs in
the
them.
gel pack inside. So the reason that I do that is then I can put the produce in here. And then let's say I run into you, Lou, down at the farmer's market, and you say, I'm going to buy you brunch, but I've got chard and things that are going to wilt. I can say yes, and you can buy me brunch, and I can just let that sit in the car. So
Important note here, don't say I'm buying brunch for Sheree because she'll take me up on it.
exactly, note to self. Yeah, exactly. And I'm an expensive brunch girl. So you're going to want to have all of those things on hand and be handy. So that's just to prepare, okay?
That's just getting ready.
That's
That's
just
not
getting
even at
ready.
the event.
We're not even there yet. When you get down there, you're going to get there early and you're going to do a little survey first. You're going to go see what's
You're
available.
going to do a lap around the place? Okay.
Yep, the warm-up lap, because you want to make sure that you don't want to be in that situation where you're like, oh, that was better looking asparagus.
That's true.
That was less expensive. This was so. Get a survey of the land, but don't get distracted. Don't go down some bunny hole. Just take a good look and see what's available. Then go back and have a conversation with vendors. That's another reason why you're there early. You're going to want to have time to interact with them, and you can only do that if they're not like busy making a lot of sales.
Right.
Speaking of sales, remember how you pay for things at the farmers market. You can use a credit card or a debit card with some of the vendors, but cash is king.
Yep.
Because small bills, you can get in and get out. If there's a bunch of people waiting to run their cards and you are buying something that's $1 and you have $1, boom, you hand it to the vendor, you're gone. So that's a handy thing. So be mindful of that. Remember that the vendors are there to help you. So ask questions. Ask them, hey, I'm going to be making a marinara sauce. Which one of these kinds of tomatoes would you recommend? They'll tell you, this one's got more acidity, this one's more sweet. So they're there, they're your friends.
All right, now speaking of tomatoes, you said the farmer's market opening up here real soon. Are there going to be any tomatoes available then?
I doubt it. They're not in season right now. I'm using that as an example. But asparagus, which is in your juice, which we need to taste too, is something that will be there. There'll be rhubarb. There'll be some early lettuces and those types of things. So the good thing is, once you've been to farmers market, doesn't mean you've been to it. It changed. Next week it'll be all
changing.
different. Exactly. So what I did,
Let's talk about our drink here.
What did you create here?
I made a green juice. Now last week I brought in some things that I said were in season. I took all of those kinds of things and more and made you a seasonal green juice. The reason I did that is I want people to be thinking, when you go to farmers market, you're going to farmers market because you want to bring home some healthy things. Well, you got to do something with them when they get home. They don't work in the fridge. So I made a juice. This has got chard, cucumber, there's parsley, asparagus, apple, and lemon. So it's kind of a lemonade kind of a flavor.
Really? This thing is?
Yeah, and it's you can see it's a really bright green, and it's very healthy.
Has a little bit of a citrus kick.
It doesn't. The straw doesn't work.
The straw doesn't work.
Oops. Yeah, you're going to be there for a while. It'll last a good long time. But I really like this juice. It's alkalizing, and it really gives you.
As I say, what's this going to do for me by drinking this?
Alkalizing and very hydrating. It's good for women for skin because there's cucumber inside of
That's
it.
good and tart.
Yeah,
I like that.
I added ginger. I did that because I knew I was coming to see you.
Yeah,
So yes,
I love
and I know
ginger.
you love ginger. So that's another thing. Ginger's anti-inflammatory. The cool thing is you can change up the flavor profile. If you're a newbie when it comes to the juices, add more apple, add more lemon, do whatever you want.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a thing about ginger since you brought it up.
Yeah.
Ginger in a jar or ginger fresh?
I like ginger fresh if I'm going to be using it in a recipe, but ginger in a jar, if it means you're not going to make something healthy, buy the jar. Remember my motto, good, better, best. If you're going to make something from scratch and it means you have to cut a couple corners, go for it. And then the next time, try to ramp it up a little bit. But it's always going to be better than the drive-through. So continuum, like just keep going.
So what's our other treat that we have available here?
All I wanted to do was remind you to make some dip before you go to the farmer's market.
Oh, is this your
Make some
addicting-
dip.
Yeah, that's my
addicting dip?
addicting dip.
Oh, this is the
Yeah, that's the one that you guys like. So make a dip before you go to farmer's market. That's the other thing you want to do on Friday night. So when you come home with your fresh vegetables,
This stuff here, folks.
It's addictive.
It'll make you eat your vegetable.
it will.
And
that's the
it's good
key.
for you?
It's great for you. Yes, there's not a bad. If I made it, would it be bad for you? No.
Remind us what's in this
This
fantastic
one has got
dip.
fresh cilantro, which you would probably be able to see at the farmer's market this weekend. It's got cashews. There's a little bit of honey to sweeten it. That's the surprise. It's a sweet dip.
And very, very good.
Yes.
Yeah,
So make a dip. If you like hummus, guacamole, whatever you want. Just eat your vegetables, please.
And if people want to get the recipe for either this drink, which really is good, it's really nice and tart, it'll wake you up, or this awesome dip.
And they balance each other, then they would contact me at info@fork-road.com by email, or you could visit my website, which is fork-road.com.
So good.
This is awesome.
And so excited for farmer's market.
I know, 15 days, 21 hours, just a few minutes.
We're going to have
There
to go
you go.
down there with a camera with
Love to go
follow
shopping
around.
with you
Oh, I
sometime.
would
We'll
love
get
that.
We're gonna maybe we'll get one from the race car and put it on the side of your head. We have a Sheree cam.
Sheree's view of the farmer's market.
Just don't slow me down, people.
Cheers, Sheree. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
All right.